Hi guys, Chris and PJ here live in the Dream Giveaway Garage.
Hello, sir. Happy Wednesday to you.
Wednesday. PJ, you missed Tuesday.
I did. I'm going to miss Thursday.
You're going to miss Thursday as well. So we're not doing 5 lives this week, but that's okay. The week is still just as busy as ever.
Busy as a bee?
That's exactly right, PJ. You got it, busy as a bee. Look at these beautiful bees right here. Classic 71 Super Bee, one of 766 produced in 1971.
How many?
766.
That's all that were made for this vehicle?
Yeah, for the 383 four-speed car, and for the Super Bee. Over here, we don't know production numbers yet, but here's the Hellbee, Charger Hellbee. On the window sticker, it's called a SRT Charger Hellcat. Jailbreak, wide body, meeny miny.
There's a lot to it.
A lot of syllables on this one. And they were doing some maintenance over there on the lift. And so these two cars happened to be on the garage floor. And I thought, what a great idea to kind of show them together, both at ground level, huh?
Yeah, this one's usually up in the air, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what's still up in the air until about 1 o'clock tomorrow, PJ. Right?
That's right. We have a winner selection day tomorrow.
Winner selection. So the winner of the Oldsmobile, well, I love that lead-in. Will be announced tomorrow, 1 p.m., maybe a little bit earlier. Again, if you have entries for the Oldsmobile, for the 442, then make sure you clear off your voicemails, all right? Because if I call you, need to make sure to leave you a message if you don't pick up.
That's right.
There you go. Who's out there, PJ?
Roger says, beautiful.
That's right.
Charles says, hello.
Yes.
Show me some of that 1970 Nova Andy wants to know about.
Today we're going to talk about the bees. We'll get to the Nova on the other day. These are A+ bees,
Oh,
PJ.
brother. Here we go.
A+ bees. Oh, these are the jokes that keep giving and giving. So let's talk about some of our favorite features of the classic and then some of our favorite features of the new one. While you're thinking about that, I want to show you the price of a new Hellcat. If you go into your Dodge dealer and you say, well, I've been saving up my money since 1972. I'd like to buy one.
Saving up your money since 1972.
Look at that. 89,000 plus. And gas mileage, guys, it's a Hellcat. Don't look at the gas mileage, MPG.
Is that the same way in the other one? Don't look at the gas mileage?
Don't look at the gas mileage, right. If you think that gas mileage is tough, it's probably not even that good over there on the 71P. But that's, back when gas was 30 cents, 35 cents, people didn't care as much, right? You could fill up and fill up and fill up. But this is so amazing. I'm not going to go line item by line item on here, but I will tell you that it has 20-inch wheels of black brake calipers, and again, custom upgrades from the Dream Giveaway Garage and our partners. Big graphics package here, that Hellbee on the hood. Looking at those big old, I believe those are Warp Speed granite wheels. PJ, let me look at that and make sure. Yeah, Warp Speed wheels, 20-inch by 11. That's a darn. Yeah, amazing. When we talk about the wheels and tires on the Super Bee, and nowhere near that size, of course. But what an amazing car. And remember, most of us can't go to the Dodge dealership and write a check for that kind of money, right? But you can write a check for 25 bucks or 50 bucks or 100 bucks or whatever you got. And you can help out charity, get a tax-deductible donation, and get your entries to win. I hope Lexi is watching today. I've got 2 Mopars here.
You do have 2 Mopars. Corey says, hello from New Hampshire. Got to go with the old school on this one. Now, Chris, what would you do? Old school or new school if you won both of them? What would your first ride be in?
Hate to say this, guys, and you know I'm a classic car fan from way, way back. I drove that Charger Hellcat this morning. Man, there's no comparison between the two. And I get it. There's nothing like a pistol grip 4-speed. I understand that completely. I drive the new one.
Well,
And here's the thing. It's got all the amenities that we're so used to, right? Like power windows and air conditioning and AM, FM, XM radio and tilt wheel. Oh, by the way, this wheel here is not the factory wheel. That was donated by Holly because they now own Drake steering wheels.
Got this flat bottom.
Yeah, and Leah Pruitt loves that flat bottom steering wheel on this car. She has a Charger Hellcat, and I think after she drove this one, she gave Holly a call to see if she could get that steering wheel for her Charger.
Chris, this is not a pistol grip.
It's not a pistol grip. We didn't put one on this time. They do make them. We've put them on other Hellcats that we've given away. That is the stock shifter and the 8-speed automatic on there. And this thing is just so darn quick. I mean, we're talking, you know, even just regular driving, if you really put your foot in it in a controlled environment, 10.5 seconds down the quarter mile, right? Maybe a little more, maybe a little less. It's so much different than back in the day when you'd get a car like this, a big block and a 4-speed. And from the factory, you might be looking at a 14-second ET, maybe a 13-second ET. So much different. But speaking of back in the day, we have a little copy here of all the stuff here for the Super B.
Broadcast sheet, right?
That's exactly what it is, PJ. PJ, you're catching on. This is so good.
They all seem to look like this.
They all seem to look like that. You can see that the VIN stamp is on the block. So it's a numbers matching block. We won't say that unless we're sure. And people ask us all the time. The VIN stamp is on the transmission.
Yeah, because we're not really with the car the whole
Right,
time.
We haven't been with it. But when we're given this sort of documentation with it, then we share that with you guys. And here's the breakdown of, I should not say breakdown and classic car in the same sentence.
No, not at all.
Should not say that. With that being said, here's a fender tag decoding. That's a safer phrase.
There you go.
Right? So that's there as well. And let's look at this here. The registry said that there were 3,858 71 383 4-barrel Dodge Super Bs built. And look at this, 203 3-speeds, 766 4-speeds. I already mentioned that. And by far, most of them were Torque Flight 727s at 2889 for production total. This one, number 42 of 46 in sequence, built in Lynch Road in Michigan. There you go. Woo-hoo. I dig it, dig it, dig it. And you guys will dig it too. So you're probably thinking, well, I don't know which one to choose because I love classics, but man, having a Hellcat every day would be super cool too. You don't have to choose because if you're the winner, you'll get both of them. Correct, PJ?
You will. You'll get the Super B and the Hell B.
Super B and the Hell B. Which one is longer? Super
I would say
B.
the Super
B
way
by far.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that long old hood on there.
And I will give everybody a shot of that pistol grip here.
Yeah.
That we were talking about the other day when we were going down the line.
For those of you not in the know, and I know most of our audience is, why does one have 2 doors and one has 4 doors? It's because classic Chargers were all 2 doors, hardtops and convertibles, right? And new ones, since they released, when did the first one come out? 08, 09? Have all been 4 doors. There you go.
Tracy said, wow, Mama gets the Super B and the hubs can have the Hell B.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway,
I would take the Super B over the Hell B, honestly.
You would take the Super B?
Yeah, if I was going to drive both of them and I had to pick my first one, I would
That's
be
so
picking
cool.
This one, yeah.
Cool, cool, cool. Well, one thing I was going to point out here, in 71, the Charger Super Bs were available with poverty cap steel wheels. They were available with the Chrysler Rally wheels. However, they were only available in 71 with 14-inch wheels. Super common mod back in the day. As soon as Chrysler came out with those 15-inch rallies, right? Go ahead and put the 15-inch wheels on there. And that's what happened on here. 14-inch rallies are on the build sheet. It's been upgraded to the 15-inch rallies. That's it. So 2 Super Bs. We're thinking maybe Don Garlitz will do some runs in the Hell B next Skate or Nats. So keep your fingers crossed.
Now, he would have been behind the wheels of a Super Bee probably plenty of times.
Oh,
right?
absolutely. Yeah, but he probably would have gone for the largest displacement engine that he could get, right?
That would have been.
For a 440 that year. Larry, remind me, could you get a 71B with a Hemi, or could you only get the 440? I don't recall. Someone look that up for me. Still, what an amazing prize package for our Dodge fans. And speaking of Dodge fans, there's going to be a whole lot of them at the Big Daddy Don Garlits Museum of Drag Racing, November
Including you.
4th.
Like
Yeah, I'll be
4th.
there as well. Yeah, I'm going to have to leave Las Vegas a little bit early, jump on back here to Florida, get on up to Don Garlits. We're going to be giving away that 71 Demon 340 on Saturday, November 4th. So you guys need to know that. When are we drawing the winner on that? We're still maybe a week or two out.
Yeah, about a week.
Okay, good. And speaking of giving cars away, what happens here on Friday, right over there, PJ?
Right over there on Friday. We unfortunately only going to have one award ceremony. But
Right,
we scheduled two.
The super winner couldn't get off of work, so we're trying to reschedule him to give away on November 10th with the Oldsmobile. Meanwhile, the Cadillac winner definitely got off of work, and we'll be here on Friday morning getting the keys and the title. Then the ceremony will happen at noon. PJ.
Mike Green says Mr. Garlitz had no problems getting 426 Hemis.
He had no problem getting 426 Hemis, regardless of whether they were available from the factory in that car or not. In fact, we were at a show and we saw his Hemi. Was it a Coronet maybe? Oh, it just looked like grandma's mid-60s Coronet, but it was owned by Don, and he had a Hemi in it. So I'm sure the Dodge just sent him one.
Alan says 440 with a 6-pack.
I don't think you could get a 6-pack with it in 71. I'm going to look at the brochure and see what the engine carburation options are for the 71 Super B. And I'll check back in on that for you guys next time. What else is going on?
Alan says 12th, 18th Demon. Not sure what that's all about.
Hold on. 18th.
18th? Is this the 18th?
No. On the 12th we're drawing. No, we're not drawing the Demon.
Yeah.
Drawing the Oldsmobile.
That's right.
Okay. And then a week or two later we'll draw the Demon.
Camaro ends on the 12th. 8 days, right?
8 days left on Camaro. That's right over here on the other side of the Oldsmobile. Looking good over there. Remember, that is a factory 360 horsepower. That is the highest. Well, could you get a 396 big block, and would it be 375 horse? I'm not going to say the 360 is the highest horsepower for a Camaro that year, because I think you could get a 375 big block as well. However, there's something super special about that LT1 solid lifter small block. In this car, I get it, guys. It's all about 1969 as far as the Camaro is concerned. But that 70.5 is a sweet, sweet ride. So when you're getting your entries to win the Super B, to win the Hell B, get some entries on the Camaro, the GT500 sending in about 20 days as well. And the Nova after that. Oh.
We need to get rid of some of these cars. We got not many places to put them.
That's right. Yeah, we're working on that too. So there you go. Let's talk real briefly about some of your favorite features on the 71. I'm going to raise my hand and go first, not just because I'm here, but because I had a great thing to feature on the 71, the pistol grip 4-speed, right? Right. So for me, that's what I like most on this 71 Super B. What do I like most on the Charger Hellcat over there? I like the hood. I really like the hood. I like that air grabber hood, if you can call it that, with the custom 717 horsepower.
Well, we took some design elements from the older
That's
Super
right.
B, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So there's the 70s Super B. It's kind of a 70s looking B dude, right?
What color is this, Roger? Maybe asking butterscotch?
That's butterscotch, my absolute
Roger's
favorite
correct.
color in the world.
So here we got, and then we've taken the Hellbee logo, right? In the same
Hellbee logo, right. So it's very similar. The B has been updated for that big horsepower of the Charger Hellcat. But I love how the fact you've got that classic sort of 717 horsepower shout out here.
Yep.
And that's there because over here on the 71, you've got that 383 Magnum, right? So that's what I love about the Charger. What about you guys? What do you like most? Be sure to post your comments, what you like about the 71 and what you like about the 2023.
The splitter is something else here.
That splitter is from APR Racing. They're so great. We've been working with them for years. They supplied the front splitter, and I believe they supplied the rear called ducktail spoiler, if you will. And who else do we have on this? We talked about Flowmaster exhaust. I haven't, but I'll say it now. We did talk about Drake's steering wheels. So I like that a lot. 2 cars, 1 winner. I wanted to be you, and I wanted to be you, and I wanted to be you.
Charles says, does the 70 manual come with the car? Yeah. The manual actual.
Is this 71 manual?
The documentation manual.
Yes, it does. Yeah, the whole binder full of all the documentation, including the broadcast sheet, the decoding, photos of the restoration. We have shown that binder before in a past video. So yes, that will go to the winner.
Mike says, I like the simplicity of the 71.
Yeah, so do I. And the only thing you got to kind of get used to on the 71 is how long this hood is, because it is a long hood.
I know we've got a wide angle lens on it.
There you go. It's still a long
hood. The front
hood.
end is pretty nice.
Yeah.
Very classic.
Absolutely. And you've got the hood pins on here. You've got the, what do they call in the shaker on there? They've got the shaker on there as well. Great stuff.
And all the logos and the decals.
All the logos and
striping.
decals. Yeah, this is a car that really from day one, someone knew it was a special car. And although it's not a one-owner car, every owner in that history over the last 52 years has taken care of this car. And that's cool.
Andy says, my grandfather used to buy and fix up 1970 and 71 Camaros around 1985. He used to pay only for a couple $100 in each of them, sell them for over $2,000. Oh, can you imagine if he had kept them all?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, top-notch Camaros, like, let's say, for example, an L78 Camaro from 69, they're over 100 grand, right?
And do we know when the pair of Bs is over? I don't really know off the top of my head. There's so many
No,
different giveaways.
sometime early next year.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got to go through and put those little cheat sheet stickers back on all the cars.
Roger says, still leery of the front curb feeler on the LB. That's funny.
Oh, that's right.
Much different curb feeler on that
Yeah,
one, too.
okay. That's a curb feeler then.
Yeah,
there
that
you
would
go.
make not a good sound if you
Oh, yeah.
hit a curb.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't have to worry about that on the... It was funny. This sits higher, but the wheels are 15s. This sits lower, and the wheels are 20s. But that's the way that they make them these days. Well, guys, thanks for joining us. Always a pleasure to hang out with you and talk about cars. And we will see you tomorrow. More great fun and more great action. More great grand prizes like 2 Dodge Chargers, a classic Super B, and a modern Hill B. And it only happens here live in our favorite place on earth, the Dream Giveaway Garage. See you tomorrow.
See you next time, everyone.